Mac Brown yesterday said that in the years where he's had an open quarterback battle going into the summer camp and then coming back, he said that it's been his experience that the players kind of picked who the quarterback would be because they've rallied around just one guy in the summer. Do you expect something like that to happen when you reconvene for fall camp?
Very interesting statement, and we've talked about it as a staff. You know me, and you know how our program operates. I can't force who our starting quarterback is because the players are going to know exactly who it is, not only by his production, but his leadership. So yeah, I think we'll all realize together who our starting quarterback is, and when that date arrives, we'll just have to find out as August plays out.
I mean, do you think it's possible that it already could have happened just with the players?
No, I don't think so, because there were a number of variables in the spring that didn't allow that to happen. Our most experienced quarterback, Jerome, has the shoulder injury and doesn't get to perform at a maximum level. Steele and Jared are still feeling their way as they try to understand and grasp the offense. They all showed enough positive that they could be the guy and lead our team, and the players were aware of that. So no, too many variables where I don't think anything's taken place yet at this point.
This is your first year as a head coach where you don't have that quarterback in hand. How different is that, and how much more challenging is it?
Well, I look at it as the excitement that's going to take place associated with it. I mean, we're going to have great practice days, and we're going to have guys that are really performing at potential and maximum level to try to earn that job. And I think that's going to do nothing but help our football team as we go through the month of August. Would I rather know who it is and have an experienced veteran guy coming back? Sure. But what we have is something that we're going to turn into a positive.
From an outsider standpoint of view, it seems like this team is deeper than ever. Is that a fair assessment?
It is. It's a fair assessment, and I think that depth pushes us towards being the best football team that we've had as we enter the 2011 season. Very few spots where depth isn't present. Safety might be one of them, but it might not. By the time we make a couple of moves and guys get a little bit more comfortable with what their roles are.
Big win versus Nebraska in year one, big win versus Texas last year. You come back, you have the celebration after the Texas, the pep rally. At what point does it get to that could be a norm and maybe not such a put up on a pedestal?
I hope now. Not the fact that we're going to have the ability to pull multiple wins like that every year, but you'd like to be at a point in your program where it is expected to win football games, whether they're games against top 10 teams or not. And as fun as that is, and as exciting as it is in establishing this young program, we're in a position I think we need to move on from that.
And at the same time, how big was that Texas win last year?
Huge, because it was historical. I mean, the university had never beaten Texas in the sport of football. So to do that and do it in Austin, very pivotal to our early growth.
Coach, in the print room, you talked about how you've seen a lot of improvement at wide receiver, and you think that position will be stronger. What exactly did you see in the spring that makes you feel that way?
I saw Aaron Horn and Jarvis West capable of turning plays designed for short yardage into big plays. Neither one of those guys needs much room to operate, and if you give them a little extra room, they're going to take advantage of it and make you pay for that. We haven't had that player on our campus. Josh Lenz, Darius Reynolds, you're going to see good football out of them, and I don't know if you've seen consistently good football out of them in years 1 and years 2, and I don't have any doubt that you will in 2012. You throw in a KG veteran like Darius Darks and the numbers that he provides, and you got a group that's got a chance to be a weapon for us.
Is that even more important now with your questions at quarterback, just to the production out of that group?
I think every other position on offense is important to the fact that we don't have an established veteran quarterback. First and foremost, playing behind a veteran offensive line, a group that can take care of them and let them, rest easy back there, knowing that they're going to be taking care of. A dynamic running back position that I think can create things for us, and a tight end position, maybe by committee, that certainly is good enough to accomplish what we have, knowing that we lose a guy that I think landed with the New York Jets today in Colin Franklin.
Listening to Coach Tuberville earlier this morning, he was saying that after year one, he noticed there's a couple things you need in this league. You need big-time playmakers, guys who can get to the end zone, and you also need guys who can rush the quarterback because it's a passing league. Those are things you've echoed since you came to Iowa State. Obviously, it's a lot easier said than done, but is that the road to success?
It's part of the road to success, surely, and we think in year 3 we've got some people on the front 4 that can provide that pressure on the quarterback that we haven't seen. And whether it's one individual at the end or the group of them create, I think you got to have that if you're going to have success on defense. I don't think in this league you can shut people down. So you do have to have those playmakers on offense to help you outscore folks. And that's at all the positions capable of doing that, from quarterback to receiver to tight end to running back.
Do you like the opportunity to play everybody in the league this year, no more North and South?
I do like the opportunity because I think the positives outweigh the negatives. Certainly the negatives are the challenge that playing 9 BCS opponents within the league makes the schedule a hard one. What it does from an exposure standpoint nationally, what it does from a recruiting standpoint for us just in the state of Texas alone, and what it does for the league of crowning a champion that truly decided on the playing field.
How big is it to have that multiple opportunities in the state of Texas?
I can answer that with a recruiting story. As soon as the Big 12 changed and it was secured that it was going to be a round robin and that we were going to come down and play in the state of Texas twice every year, I got a commitment that day for that very reason.